Imola was a stage for an incredible turnaround for Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari, something nobody expected. After a tough start, the seven-time world champion finally felt a connection he'd been searching for with the car, and that could change everything this season. Want to know how that feeling made Hamilton explode in performance, and what it means for the rest of F1? Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal every detail of this race that could change the game forever. Lewis Hamilton arrived in Imola, surrounded by expectations and pressure. It was his first race on Italian soil as a Ferrari driver, at a circuit filled with history and the passion of the red fans. But what promised to be a memorable weekend started in the worst way. A disastrous qualifying left Hamilton in 12th place on the grid, even behind teammate Charles Leclerc. With a pace below expectations in practice sessions, it seemed like the race would be just another frustrating chapter in the seven-time champion's adaptation to the new team. But Sunday was completely different. From the start, Hamilton showed a new attitude. With strong and consistent race pace, he began climbing through the field, taking advantage of rivals' mistakes and crucial moments during the race to get closer to the leaders. One of the decisive points was a strategic use of the safety car, which appeared at just the right time and allowed Ferrari to make the perfect tire choice. The team worked with precision, and Hamilton responded on track, with a steady and strong pace even under pressure. The race at Imola was a demonstration of mental toughness. Hamilton didn't let the poor start or the car's qualifying limitations shake him. He used his experience to build a solid result, seizing every opportunity, managing his tires well, and trusting the team's decisions. It was a champion's performance, not marked by spectacular overtakes, but by consistency, focus, and tactical intelligence. This performance shed light on something that had been heavily questioned in recent rounds: the true harmony between Hamilton and Ferrari. And it was exactly that he revealed after the race, explaining how Imola represented a turning point in the connection between driver and machine. After difficult weeks, Hamilton finally felt that something clicked. According to him, this was the first time since the sprint race in China that he managed to feel the Ferrari car in his hands, as if everything was in the right place. In Shanghai, he won with authority and even surprised the team, but what looked like a rebirth turned into an exception amidst frustrating races. In Imola, however, this feeling of control and harmony reappeared, and that made all the difference in the British driver's performance. Hamilton was clear in saying there was a real synergy between him and the car. For a driver with his sensitivity and level of demand, feeling comfortable with the equipment is essential. He praised the car's setup, the small updates Ferrari brought, and highlighted how the right strategy helped get the most out of the machine. The result itself, a fourth place, is not unusual for someone of his caliber, but the way it happened shows that progress is being made. This emotional and technical connection with the car also triggered something deeper in Hamilton: the joy of racing. He said he loves races where he has to come from behind, fighting every lap, just like he did as a kid in karting. Sunday at Imola brought exactly that, a real challenge where recovery depended on reading the race and courage in decision-making. It was in this context that he rediscovered the pleasure of driving, something that had been missing. With this renewed confidence, Hamilton begins to envision a different scenario for the rest of the season. But to turn this feeling into bigger results, a problem that has become routine in Ferrari's qualifying sessions, still needs to be fixed. If Hamilton's race was a sign of recovery, the qualifying sessions continue to be a serious weak point for Ferrari. In Imola, both he and Leclerc failed to reach Q2, a performance that borders on unacceptable for a team of Ferrari stature. The most alarming part was seeing cars from teams like Williams, Alpine, and Red Bull, with much smaller budgets and resources, out-qualifying them on Saturday. This recurring difficulty in unlocking the car's potential with low fuel and fresh tires has become a strategic block. Hamilton was blunt in pointing out the problem. The car has performance but can't deliver it in fast laps. It's as if the current aerodynamic package and setup only work in race pace, not in qualifying. This hurts the entire weekend structure, since starting mid-pack or further back forces a team to rely on alternative and risky strategies to advance during the race. On tracks like Imola, where overtaking is difficult, this can be decisive. The seven-time champion acknowledged that if he had qualified higher, a podium would have been a real possibility. And he's not wrong. The race pace he showed was comparable to the leaders, especially in tire wear and traffic management. But until Ferrari finds a solution to the qualifying lap puzzle, the team will keep starting races at a disadvantage, depending on external events like safety cars or rivals' mistakes to dream of victories. Fixing this balance between Saturday and Sunday is the next essential step, and that's why Sunday at Imola felt even more special. It was the first time Hamilton raced in front of the Italian fans as a Ferrari driver, delivering a performance that moved the home crowd.
Well, we're past the halfway point of this video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't left a like on this video yet. This is really important for YouTube to keep recommending my content to you, and this way I'll keep bringing you the best Formula One content. So go ahead and leave a like on this video. It's free. Thanks. Now continuing.
Imola has always been a symbolic place for Ferrari, and this weekend the atmosphere was even more charged with emotion. Over 240,000 people passed through the circuit over the days, painting the stands red in support of the Scuderia. For Hamilton, it was an unforgettable moment. From the driver's parade to the cool-down lap, he was visibly moved by the fans' passion. It was a fulfillment of a childhood dream, now lived firsthand. Even before the start, Hamilton made a point to visit the Ayrton Senna Memorial, one of his greatest idols and a figure forever linked to Imola. He photographed the spot, cherished the moment, and even took selfies with the crowd. During the race, the support from the fans was constant, with flags, cheers, and gestures that showed how the Italians have already embraced him as one of their own. For a driver who built his career as a Mercedes symbol, living this with Ferrari represents a profound change. Not only sporting but emotional. Hamilton recalled the times he watched F1 on TV, sandwich in hand, rooting for Michael Schumacher at Ferrari. Being there now, as a protagonist, was something he described as unbelievable. This kind of connection with the public doesn't happen overnight, but Imola seems to have been the first big step in sealing this bond between idol and fans. The on-track performance, even without a podium, reinforced this connection. More than points, what Hamilton gained in Imola was confidence. And that confidence may be what was missing to reignite hope for a more competitive season, where he and Ferrari can truly fight for podiums regularly. Fourth place in Imola may not seem spectacular at first glance, but in the context of Ferrari's season and Hamilton's adaptation, it represents a turning point. After ups and downs, disappointing qualifying sessions, and forgettable races, there was finally a complete performance. The team nailed the strategy, the car responded well to race pace, and Hamilton delivered a mature and confident drive. It was the ideal combination to reignite hope. It's not just about the result. It's about the feeling. Hamilton felt part of the process again, connected with the car, motivated by the team and the fans. And that feeling carries weight. When a driver of Lewis's caliber feels the car is in his hands, decisions are right, and the environment supports him, performance naturally improves. Imola showed that yes, there's still a lot to be done, but it also indicated the path is clearer now. Ferrari, in turn, saw that with targeted adjustments, they can extract more from their two drivers. The package is not the best on the grid, but it showed potential to fight for important positions. If they manage to solve the qualifying issues and maintain good race pace, the team could become a regular presence in the top 5. And with a bit of luck, they could even start dreaming of wins again in 2025. For Hamilton, the weekend was more than just another championship round. It was a response to criticism, a personal statement, and a reunion with what always drives him, the pleasure of competing at the highest level. The question now is, was this moment just a flash or the beginning of a new phase? Lewis Hamilton finally found the connection he was looking for with Ferrari and Imola, showing this could be the turning point the team, and he needed to regain strength this season. This performance not only reignites fans' hope, but also changes the Formula One landscape, making it clear there is still much excitement and many surprises ahead. With everything at stake, the question remains, does this moment mark the start of a new era for Hamilton and Ferrari? Share your opinion in the comments and stay tuned so you don't miss any details of this decisive season.
And if you, just like me, are passionate about everything happening in the world of Formula One and want to stay updated on the latest news, don't leave this video without sharing it with that friend who also follows F1 closely and will love this content. See those video suggestions on your screen? The first one I picked especially for you with more news and analysis, and the other is a suggestion from YouTube itself. I'll see you there. Until the next video.